What did Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and some of Hollywood's biggest players have in common? They've all been captivated by one woman, Lauren Sanchez. But don't get it twisted, she's not your typical billionaire's arm candy. Unlike the stereotype of rich men chasing much younger women after a divorce, Jeff's fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, is not only age-appropriate, but also a true force of nature.
Talk to me about this team that you two have built together.
That's a good word. We're really great teammates, and we also have a lot of fun together, and we love each other.
She's a pilot, a filmmaker, a news anchor, and a self-made powerhouse. Yes, this woman has a history of leaving powerful men absolutely smitten. Let's just say her previous partners weren't exactly average Joes. They included a top talent agent, NFL players, and a well-known sports broadcaster.
What's more nerve-wracking, going into space or planning a wedding?
Planning a wedding.
So, what is it about Lauren that keeps the most powerful men in the world obsessed? Let's break it all down. First off, let's talk about her looks, because wow, she's been turning heads for decades. Lauren was named one of People magazine's 50 Most Beautiful back in 2010 and graced Us Weekly's Hot Bodies issue. Just check out her throwback photos, absolute bombshell material. And her style? Impeccable. Lauren knows how to dress to impress and turn heads with her stunning outfits and eye-catching statement pieces.
I really look up to women like Eva Longoria, Selma Hayek, Jennifer Lopez, Sofia Vergara. They really embrace their culture when they dress. And so I think it's just in me, and it's a little sexy.
But here's what really makes her stand out, her confidence. Lauren is unapologetically herself, embracing her age like the queen she is. She's been vocal about how much she loves this stage of her life. Growing older is a gift, she said, and she means it.
I really have the attitude, like spreading like love and peace and happiness. I mean, that's really what...
In interviews, Lauren shared that life keeps getting better as she ages. When people asked how she felt about turning 50, she didn't hold back. It's just the beginning, she said. And at 55, she's walking the walk, becoming an author, planning a wedding, and living her best life. Ladies, take notes.
When I was 20, I thought, oh my gosh, life is over at 50. Let me tell you, it is not, ladies. It is not over. It is just beginning.
But Lauren is far more than just beauty and charm. She's a self-made success story. Growing up in New Mexico, she dreamed of being a newscaster, but struggled with dyslexia, which made her question that path. Instead, she set her sights on aviation after high school. Determined to make it in LA, she applied for a flight attendant job, but was crushed when she was rejected for being too big. Imagine that, at just 121 pounds.
I was having a tough time. I was stressed out.
Instead of letting rejection hold her back, Lauren pushed forward. She returned to her journalism dream and started small at a local news outlet in Phoenix. From there, she hustled her way to bigger gigs, including Extra, Fox Sports Net, and Good Day LA. By the time she'd spent 6 years hosting Good Day LA, Lauren had become a household name.
I'm Lauren Sanchez, exclusive with the president, and I just want to say first, so how are you feeling?
Great.
But she didn't stop there. She pivoted her career yet again, combining her passion for flying and filmmaking. In 2016, Lauren earned her helicopter pilot's license and launched her own aerial film production company, Black Ops Aviation. She wasn't just running the show, she was literally flying the helicopters herself. She even worked as an aerial producer on Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk and consulted on other projects like Miss Bala. Talk about a boss move. As she once said, "I had my job, I had a career, and then I found a calling."
There's only 6% of pilots are women, and then there's even less in the film industry. So I was like, I want to film movies. That's what I want to do.
And let's not forget her time in front of the camera. Lauren hosted the first season of So You Think You Can Dance and made appearances on shows like Larry King Live and Showbiz Tonight. She even landed roles in Hollywood films like The Longest Yard, Fight Club, and Ted 2. Recently, she added author to her resume, releasing her first children's book, Flynn, The Fly Who Flew, which became a New York Times bestseller.
I used to always say this fly was my son who was dyslexic. I've realized it's me.
Oh, and she launched yet another production company, Adventure and Fellowship. Truly a Renaissance woman, right? But what really sets Lauren apart is her heart. These days, she dedicates much of her time to philanthropy. As vice chair of the Bezos Earth Fund, she's deeply involved in fighting climate change and protecting nature.
You can't protect what you don't know. And I think people don't know about this.
Lauren and Jeff have traveled the world to support conservation efforts, from Colombia's Chiribiquete National Park to meetings with global leaders like Prince Charles. She's not just standing beside Bezos, she's rolling up her sleeves and doing the work.
Lauren and I are very committed to nature. We're committed to conservation, we're committed to restoration.
And here's the cherry on top. Lauren is also a devoted mom. She has 3 kids, her eldest, Nico, with ex-NFL player Tony Gonzalez, and 2 younger ones, Evan and Ella, from her previous marriage to Patrick Weitzel, one of Hollywood's most powerful agents.
But I'm really looking forward to spending my life with someone who I deeply respect and care about, and someone who loves my kids.
Despite her busy schedule, she prioritizes time with her family, even sharing her passion for flying with her kids. She once said that being in a helicopter brings her peace, and she regularly takes her children on flights. "I want to be in a helicopter all the time," she shared. Speaking of her past, Lauren's timeline with Bezos has an interesting twist. Both she and Jeff were married when they first met. Her to Weitzel and him to Mackenzie Scott, Amazon's first employee and the mother of his 4 children. The couples even crossed paths socially, like at a holiday party in 2016. But it wasn't until later that things turned romantic between Lauren and Jeff. Their relationship became public in 2019, after both had separated from their spouses, but not without some drama.
According to Page 6, the affair was brought to light after Sanchez reportedly bragged about the affair to her girlfriends.
Remember those steamy text messages that made headlines? Bezos' now famous declaration, "I love you alive, girl," and promises to show Lauren, "my body and my lips and my eyes very soon," raised eyebrows everywhere. As it turned out, Lauren's brother sold those texts to the National Enquirer for $200,000.
According to the Wall Street Journal, the evidence shows Bezos' girlfriend Lauren Sanchez sent her brother Michael Sanchez a shirtless picture of Bezos and a flirtatious message from him.
Messy, right? But hey, love knows no bounds, and Bezos was clearly head over heels. By 2023, the couple was engaged, and Lauren was spotted with a massive ring while vacationing on Jeff's $500 million yacht in the south of France. The yacht even features a sculpture of Lauren on the prow, symbolizing new beginnings and positive change, a nod to their life together.
He literally looked and he's like, I think you are a little shocked. He actually said, he goes, "Take a deep breath." And I was like, "Are we engaged?" And he goes, "Yes, we're engaged."
And if you think Lauren's over the moon, you'd be right. Friends say this is her dream come true, and she's been buzzing with excitement about planning their wedding.
You know what I'm most excited about? Is I get to marry the man of my dreams. And he's amazing, and I get to spend the rest of my life with him, and he loves my kids.
So, Jeff and Lauren's journey as a couple has certainly sparked plenty of conversations. Their relationship has its layers, and Lauren's undeniable presence only adds to the intrigue.
I love how we work together. We always look at each other and like, we're the team.
What do you think makes her so magnetic? Is it her confidence, her ambition, or something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts.